Hello. Hi, guys.
Good evening,
Happy,
everybody.
happy Thursday, True Crime Tarot. And of course, I have Heather Campbell, Silver Star Priestess, and I have Heather Indigo, Chrysalis Tarot. So their links are in the description box. If you're, please do subscribe if you're not already. And we've got a lot of cases. I don't know if we'll be able to get through all of them, but you never know. That I've been looking at. So, and I picked for today. Let me just check on the live end of this. Okay, it's got to pick up on there. There we go. Okay.
And that tarot deck that you showed in the beginning. Oh my God, the artwork is beautiful on that. I absolutely love that. Remind me of like the Ukrainian eggs and like the Russian, that whole area of Eastern Europe with the black and then the painted colors on the eggs and the artwork and stuff. Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. They've gotten some really great decks, and I've got another one that I want to share, which is a beautiful little deck called the Antiquity of Magic Oracle. It's really beautiful, but it's small. And I'm going to be using that tonight. How about you show the box, man?
Inquiring minds. Oh, I love the outside of the box. Oh my God. Oh.
Let me shut off the. See, it's just now it's a little harder, but
it looks like a candle in front of an agate and a mirror. It just looks beautiful.
It is. It is. And it's sorry, just trying to get that light right. Yeah, and it's a candlestick in front of a mirror, like a Victorian mirror. Looks like there's a plume. It's beautiful, beautifully illustrated. Sorry.
I can't wait to see the cards.
Yeah. Here's the back. Oh, again. My whole day has been like this from the start.
Yeah, I can't form words today, so I apologize to everybody.
Marbles in the mouth. That's probably going to hit me. I'll do an unboxing on it, like I said, but this is the back.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
And like here's a wolf.
Well, that's perfect animal to pull out first.
Well, yeah. Well, it looks like a wolf to me, but it says dog. And it kind of goes with that kipper thing. There's a little bit of a kipperish essence to it, but then it has its own cards, like chain, which would be the devil card. And it's kind of like a mix of the tarot and a kipper. Throw me a kipper. Mercury is still in retrograde. Thank you, Calla Lily. And I knew it because my day was rubbish. It was rubbish.
Oh. Is it going out of retrograde tomorrow, I believe? Is it the 3rd?
The 3rd.
And then it takes a while for
we have the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see Dean is here too.
It's been a rough weekend and week for me too. So I think with the new moon, the retrograde,
that was a kick
everything's just been on frizz. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Dean saying Mercury, I hate it. Yeah, and it's my ruling planet as a Virgo, and it's like I get a real boot in the hole.
And it's something interesting when everyone, it's something that occurred to me, and I was like, how come I didn't think about this sooner? Is that everyone talks about with Mercury retrograde affecting electronics and communications like that.
Cars.
But our brain works on electricity.
Absolutely.
And so when Mercury retrograde Mercury does retrograde and affects electrical communication, technical stuff. Why doesn't that, why can't we also compare that to it affecting, like the moon affects our bodies because of the water?
Absolutely.
Why not the retrograde? No, Mozzie.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll see. Mind the tail, but that I was just like the one day going, maybe it's not retrograde, but how would it
looks like a tarantula arm. I'm just saying, from yeah. Oh my God, no, the kitty butts.
No kitty butts. All right.
He was very careful. Oh, Hermit's Corner says that it's also in his 3rd house.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but it's got to be rough.
That's what I'm saying.
Gemini, I believe.
See,
Yeah.
you know what else? One of the decks that I've got, another one. I saved up some of my money from my channel, and I picked up some decks of you, as you guys have noticed, because I've been running little shorts on them, not the full report, which I will do at another point. But this one's called Heavenly Bodies Astrology, the deck little guidebook to help me. So I'm really trying.
I saw that today at
give
Barnes
it
and
a-
Noble. And
That's
I was
on my
tempted.
wish list.
It's
That
been on
exact
mine
set.
for a while too, you guys. So I was like, all right, I've got the money now, and I've,
Yeah, I was a good girl today.
good.
Caitlin Matthews has a Lenormand deck out.
Ooh, I do like her work.
And the way she presented the images, it was like in a glass bubble, like a crystal ball, almost like glass bubble. And I was just like, oh, anything circular, round. I just love how it looked like it was looking through like
A
glass
looking
sphere.
glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very cool. I
Like
said,
a portal.
Yep. It's like, be good, Heather.
But
No
always
shame.
take note. It's good to window shop. And then that's what I do. And then I just create a list. That's helping me.
Yeah.
And I just want to say hello to everybody that's coming in. I want to say hello to Michelle Urick and Vixen Doe, of course, Mama
Vixen
Bear.
Doe. Wow, it's been a while, Vixen Doe.
How you doing?
Calla
And
Lily.
yeah, Calla Lily, wonderful to see you. And Dean with Hermit's Corner.
Yes,
And Paula
Dean.
Faust, thank you so much. I'm glad to see you here. And Teresa Levine, is she still here? But anyways,
Teresa was the first
Dora.
one. She was waiting for us.
Girl is on fire.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much, and know that it is recorded. So if you have to dash and step away for a moment, don't worry. It's recorded. You can play it back once it's done processing, which takes a while. And as you may have seen in the description box, or may not, I don't know. I was kind of distracted with family issues a lot today. And then I wanted to really dig down in and find some good cases for us. And I think I did, despite it was, if I could tell you, it would be comical if it wasn't sad, how crazy it was today. Anyway,
I believe it.
I'm here and I've overcome. So I'm
You're a
feeling
strong,
good.
resilient woman, Maya.
Yeah.
Lots of resiliency.
Thank you. Thanks to friends like Heather. I let her know. It was like, girl, my text. Anyway, so thank you to Heather for being my ear. JODI FERN is going to be one of the first ladies that we cover tonight. And you may have seen the picture that I did. Let's see. How am I going to do this?
Yeah, I read up on her.
Yeah, very interesting case. You can find her on the Charlie Project, but let me just...
she went missing the year I graduated from high school.
I think I got married then. Wasn't it 91?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the year I got married.
They waited a month to report her missing. For me,
yeah, that's not unusual though.
Red flag. Why?
Why?
Would you wait a month?
Well, and she was 28 years old at the time. All right, so let me share the screen. I've got to close some windows, and you guys might don't hope this doesn't happen, but my computer has been kind of like crashing. So if it does, I will reboot and try to get back on. But let's just all put positive energy and hope that that does not occur. Okay. So let me share the screen so that you guys can see her face too. All right. All right. Here we are. These are 3 different shots of her. Okay. Now she's been missing since October the 7th, 1991, out of Wolf Point, Montana. All right. She's indigenous. And her birthday, one thing I noticed was I think all of the women that I ended up picking, tonight, not by, I just let randomly and just read into, but I noticed that they all have birthdays in August,
Wow.
which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
All
Leo
right.
energy.
Yeah. So, because I get really just, I totally turn it over, to spirit. So it's like, oh, I'm not clever enough to do that. I just looked at, different names. So we have the distinguishing characteristics is that she was 5'4" and 125 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and she may have used the name JODI FERN. She had an ink dot tattoo on one of her left fingers and a birthmark on the right side of her neck. Her teeth were apparently really noticeably white. She had beautiful white, pearly kind of teeth. She is a member of the Fort Peck Assiniboine and Sioux tribes. And I may not have pronounced that correctly, and I'm sorry if I didn't. Okay, so let me just go back here and I'll stop sharing that, and do pardon any background noise. I may have to mute the my mic at some point if it gets too noisy. So JODI FERN. And she was last seen at a gas station, is what I picked up. Okay. 28 years old, last seen at a gas station. Doesn't already sounds, hinky. And her date of birth, August the 7th, 1963. So now I got to grab my deck and try to catch up with you guys. But if you guys got something, I'm sure you have, go ahead. And I'm going to put my mic on mute for you guys.
I'm mute. For a lot of the women's cases lately, I love using the Muse tarot because it goes really, the author, Chris Ann, really approached this deck and the images in very lots of symbolism. And she kind of took the basic concepts of the tarot and tweaked them to her own vision. And so I have cards out, but I do need to reconnect with the book because of the multi-layers of symbolism. So I'm going to be a few minutes. So if anybody gets anything first, can go right ahead.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I'm just going to try and dial into her. And I'm going to use the Native Spirit Oracle cards.
If I can find. Oh,
And see what
I did pull
this is
some
the
cards.
Okay.
I have some cards for her. I have the Five of Wands was the first card that came out.
Okay.
So there's some sort of altercation. The Ten of Swords.
Oh. How do I get you on here? Oops. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get you into this spot. Oh, well.
I usually just tap the screen and drag over to the big one and with my finger on my iPad.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah,
You just helped me. There we go.
Yeah.
I would want your cards to be shown.
Five of Wands. So there's some sort of fight or altercation. Ten of Swords. There's this woman crying. So some sort of altercation. And then I got the Tower with the Chariot. So it's something sudden, some sudden altercation. And then I got the Eight of Swords. I'm wondering if somebody took her and held her captive, especially with the Eight of Swords.
Yeah, it's like a kidnapping card.
Yeah. I'm thinking she was abducted, even like looking at that card.
Yeah.
I was wondering why I was called to this deck today.
Oh, wow. Let's see what I get for her. I'm getting Tribal Spirit Dancer card. Oh, let me just... and I'll bounce her back when she's done. Sorry about the glare. An elder.
I was just thinking that with this card.
Yeah, with the chariot.
Mm-hmm.
That's often a vehicle. And she was seen at a quote unquote gas station.
Mm-hmm. Was her car found?
I
Did
don't
she have a car? Or was she just...
I don't know.
Yeah.
She must have well, that would I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I don't think so. And I get Freedom Horse, Prayer Feather and Freedom Horse. Yes,
Maya
I
got
feel
a-
like someone took her and took her life.
Mm-hmm.
Maya, I
They
got
probably
the
abducted her.
look at their horse too. Oops.
There
That was one of my cards, the Night of Inspiration. Someone moved in and yeah, it was quick, it was
Mhm.
hot tempered, and they nabbed her.
And I think they were a lot older than her with that elder card that I got.
It was sudden. Whatever it
Yes.
was sudden.
I feel like that too with the Freedom Horse. I think she did try and get away. I do. I think she tried to resist. But I just think this person was a lot more savvy at what they were doing. Offerings and tracker. And I'm being shown like a canyon. Now in Montana. Now this is Montana. So mountainous. Go ahead, Heather. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it says killer was a predator who tracks a specific type, as you said, tracker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ew. Feels like someone that hunts women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they found her beautiful. I got the beauty card.
Yes,
It
desirable.
had to have been attraction, but then yes, I did get the trap card. She was taken. She was kidnapped. Now the fledgling, I'm still kind of figuring this out. Fledgling in this deck is usually like the Fool.
Mhm.
So it's taking that leap of faith, but in the way that I think this person was a fool to believe or thinking in their head that she would want to be with them.
Yeah.
And when he attempted it, it was a successful. Yeah, he was even in love with her. They thought that they were in love with her. Sorry about the glare.
That's all right.
This person was watching her, like you were saying, like looking at that. An older man watching. He thought he was attractive, just like looking at the female who's watching her. Whoever it was, they planned this.
Yeah, definitely a feeling like this was something like a hobby. Little dark hobby. Let's see what
It just
else.
reminds me, I've been watching like a series called it's called FBI on Paramount Plus or whatever, and the girls, he would take the girls and like pose them, and
Yes.
won't get into detail, but it just reminds me of this.
Of this kind of that same feeling. Let me clear my throat.
Yeah. That's interesting because one of the cards that I got in the beginning with the Muse Tarot is I got the Three of Materials, and this one here it has to do with the three women, and this is with Pentacles though. So, according to her book, this represents like not necessarily a sisterhood, but people. There was like family. It could be a tribe member. It's considered.
Do you think she knew him?
Because they're all woven into like the spray. So
yeah, like they're all interconnected.
Yes.
So you feel like she knew this individual, some maybe somewhat at least.
I also got the Four of Emotions, which would be the Four of Cups. So I'm not sure.
Disassociated. Oh, but look at the lips. Look at the two
Yeah, the
faces.
two faces coming together. So
And when she didn't, oh, okay, I'm getting an idea, but
yeah, when she was at the
may,
gas station, I don't know if she um had any drinking problems, because I'm having the cup here and she's looking at the cups. It's not fulfilling her. She or for this person. That's why I'm trying to. But I asked specifically for her, so it felt like it may have been some drinking. She may have been, like you said, disconnected from her emotions, something that she was going through. Because I also got the world card, so it felt like maybe there was a lot on her shoulders. The world was on her shoulders. And that
under
was,
pressure of some kind.
and it's closing and it's covering her eyes. It was keeping her from being able to see what was going on around her.
Beautiful card.
So she may have been distracted or not in the mind as to maybe see
Her
what was
guard
initially
down.
going down.
I think
And
the guard was down.
and Queen of Emotions, and again cups, water. I think it had to do with emotions, possibly stemming from, and I'm not trying to make assumptions, but I know one of the images of her was, I believe, a mugshot. So she may have had in the past a drinking problem.
And
Or
she was
we had gotten,
28 years old, and
so, and I'm
she was
not
a
saying
young
that she's
lady.
a bad person for that. That's not
No,
what I'm
no.
saying.
And if that's the case, then a lot of us are, because when we've been younger, we, you know, engaged in that. And if you're lucky enough to have survived it, count yourselves lucky.
And I got the Queen of Inspiration. And so for me, this is like people looked up to her. She was inspiring.
She had a radiance about her.
Yes. She had a fiery personality. And
to match her date of August 7th, 1963,
yep.
as a Leo.
And then this was the card that was after it. So I think somebody was extremely drawn to her. It was a real kind of messed up attraction to her. And I think, there might have been a rejection, or
yeah, that's what I felt like.
This flew right in, just came in and grabbed.
Poof. Yeah, you can feel the energy. So, and you can see it also with which card? Where did that go? Oh, I've shuffled it, so it's gone now. But with the ones that I got too, with that horse, the Freedom Horse, I could feel that energy too. Yeah.
And check this out, Maya. Walking in Beauty.
Yeah.
And the first card that I had gotten was Beauty. So the way maybe she had changed her life, maybe she was turning over a new leaf, and some people that may have radiated out, like you said earlier, with her personality and everything, and that may have drawn people to her because of that beauty, because of her being able to do that, or they may have just did not like, the fact that, she was doing better with her life. But there was, to me, like that fatal attraction kind of like vibe.
I just feel like, I feel like she stood out to them because she was appealing. And once, somebody that is looking to do harm, gets that focus, it's not good. And they know how to take these people off guard. And that's what it looks like happened. I need to see a little bit more. Let me just switch decks. I'm going to see.
They also got the Spirit Keeper of the East, and the East is the direction of enlightenment, illumination, like a rebirth. And I think this is what, again, what she was going on with her life. She was answering, the call of the Spirit, because she had 3 children, according to the article, and she did have money in the tribal
Yes, thanks for bringing that up.
So I'm thinking that she pulled her life together, and this, walking in beauty just kind of attracted, the wrong individual, and they very well had expectations, in their minds of what she was going to be willing to do or be a part of with them. So I'm just going to shuffle some more. If
Okay.
Heather's got anything else.
I do. It says victim stalked by the killer, like we already confirmed that. That came out after, and I pulled some other cards. And then it says faceless, searching for your own identity, difficulty understanding, and relating to others. So I feel like when you were saying she was facing her fears and searching for her identity and who she really was. And she was, yeah, this one says facing fears and problems and taking responsibility. She stopped running with the tennis shoes. She hung up the tennis shoes. And the alcohol issues, she was really trying to change it and transform it, because I got the temperance after that with the hangman gaining the perspective change and seeing from a more enlightened perspective. The last card I got, the devil.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Yeah. So to me, that's like somebody that, a predator that's caught some prey. And somebody that's a sadistic, oppressive type of person that doesn't respect other people's boundaries and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
When
That's
I
a
see
kind
that
of scary
card,
looking devil card too. Like, I'm noticing the masks
I feel
a
like
lot
this.
on these.
Yeah, and I feel like this individual has done this before, because it's just too they seem to know their way around this is the feeling that I get. Like, this isn't the first person that they've done this to. I just feel it.
Mhm.
Ugh.
I
Yeah,
got
and you're
the
talking
marine.
about the rebirth, like this card,
Yep, there you
rejuvenation.
go. Mm-hmm.
I get the Ace of Swords and the Fool. Yeah. This is somebody just like, I feel like focusing in on her. Oops, let me
Yep.
just pull myself into the boink. I feel like this is, focusing in on her. And there she's out there, and, her guard is down, and they were able to get away with it. I get a Queen of Swords, and I get a King of Pentacles. And so that would be an adult woman and another adult male. Let me just see what else I get with that. The Knight of Cups. Here we have the approach. Hey, you want to come and have a drink or something like that? What are you doing out here? And I see the Strength card. So she's enduring this. And I think she's sensing that she's in danger, but she's thinking that she can talk this person, I think, away. I think that with the Strength, she's thinking that she's going to be able to handle them, but it becomes the Strength card reversed, where she's going to be dominated, actually, physically, by somebody being physically aggressive. Yes. And I get the Five of Swords, which is the bully card for me, saying, okay, not going to play nice, just like you said, Heather. Not going to play nice with me? Well, you're going to play whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
And it's a King of Cups, a drinker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Heather, any more?
And then I just have rage. Rage or extreme anger was the motive, like rejection.
Yeah, couldn't take that rejection.
Heather, look at the last card I pulled out says speaking your word or your voice. And it's almost like, if you look at it, it's like energy, fire coming out of her mouth.
It
And
is.
so it feels like it's also that rage card, the same one as yours.
Same kind of thing. Smoke coming out of the mouth.
She fought him off. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got that too, that she really, with one of the native spirit cards, that she really put her all. She really did try. But he just had experience on her. And
I also got marine life. And what caught my attention is the word richness. She did have money. So I think someone might have saw her, hey, you got the money. Why don't you go buy us a drink? Let's go party. And when she said no, he became the word is down there is fury. So he became furious. And he felt like you're, that they were equal. You
And
think
what
you're
deck is
better.
that again? Is that the?
This is the elemental oracle. Let me grab the box. By
Oh
Stacy DeMarco.
yeah, I've got that one in the other room.
I have another deck too. And so, and then followed by, that card right there. She probably, at some point you got into an argument, but also it was just interesting how, the image mirrored Heather's, almost to a T. So, yeah, this person was infuriated that she wanted to have nothing to do with them.
Okay. So let's see. I'm getting a King of Cups. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna ask, like what he was to her. If I can get any card that can give me a sense of.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what you get because I pulled a couple cards from the Native Spirit deck,
And it was like tribal member.
Yeah, tribal spirit dancer, and I got grandfather sky.
Yeah, and I got an elder.
So it might have been somebody like older, like we said, older than her.
Yeah.
I don't know, not necessarily, a grandfather age, but definitely older than her, and somebody that was part of the tribe that she knew.
Right. Let's see what I get.
I was going to put the cards away because I didn't quite know how to interpret them at the time. But then when you said you're getting a male card.
Yep, I did. And
like,
it was the only one. So it's, kind of a bright red flag for me when I read the cards and I'm paying attention. I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like that was her. And the Ace of Swords. The truth is out there. I feel like somebody knows. There may have been a younger. Let me flip.
I was going to say switch your mind so we can.
Yeah. Hey, dingbat. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. There we go, and the Ace of Swords. So you get this really slow, steady, energy with that Knight card. But there's also, like, I'm getting land. But I feel like something is going to, the truth will come out, but it's going to take a long time. And boy, has it been a long time. 1991. Here I have the Seven of Swords. This is the sneakiness. I think that people know, but it's been hush hush, or they've had suspicion. Yeah, and I think within the tribe, the Ten of Pentacles. And again, to do with the great sum of money, Heather did just, brought up that she had.
It said something about she had something substantial, or she had, money being part in the tribal. So there was something, she was part of the tribal community. Yeah. So that's why when I got the tribal dancer, I was thinking, well, it might be of somebody in that same,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. And interestingly enough, I get the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. So there's something there's a bit of a surprise here about in connection to, I think, who it is. And I think the police, or
people have an idea.
Yeah, I think are going to find. And I think
say that,
because I've got my King of Swords, which is, I feel like somebody that's investigating this or been connected to it. And there's something it's odd. I'm getting a lot off that. And then there's the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups.
Everything was all emotional and
and pleasure.
That person might have been drinking and was, going up to her and,
And this person, I think there's a look to share kind of the, the bounty or whatever again. I feel like offer it. I think she was offered a drink. Just have one, you know? That's what I get a feeling of. And maybe, you know, then she's like, no, and then they grab her. I don't know. Could be something along those
Or
lines.
they could have put something, I don't know, but I did get listening. So I think people know definitely, because people are talking.
Yes.
So listening, people, they have an idea of who Reddy was. And again, they know that she was trapped. They knew that she was taken and by who. And I got a mail card
Yeah.
also. This card says choices. And then followed by the deceit card.
Mm,
And then followed by denial. So I'm thinking that they presented themselves falsely.
right.
And then when she said no,
Mm-hmm.
and there was the denial, denied.
Right. Right. They lost their cookies
Mm-hmm.
with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, enforcement of that. So let's see. Heather?
I asked who is this person to her, and like we were talking about, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which she was telling me she was trying to move forward. And then I got the Sun card and the Queen of Wands right after that.
Oh,
So
that's her.
representing
Wow.
her,
Yeah. I got the Queen of
definitely
Wands
her.
too. That was
And then
the
I got the
inspiration.
King of Pentacles, like she was financially well off, like you guys were speaking about. She was taken in a vehicle. And I also got suspect lives near the crime scene with a killer will murder again. And she was offered a drink with the Knight of Cups.
You got
There's
the Knight of
things
Cups
that
too.
we are unseen at this point that will, I think, come to light. And I got the Three of Cups, which is my drinking, overindulging, and attraction, because he was attractive to this lady. And the drink card again, I got out the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And when she refused, and because she was very beautiful.
Yes. Couldn't
This
take it.
person's just a predator. Whoever this is a predator.
I think that they have a reputation as such.
I
Kind
keep
of.
feeling it was like somebody she used to party with.
Yeah. I do
And
too.
approached
And
her and said, "Oh, well, now you think you're too good for us? Now you don't want to drink with us. You don't want to, that kind of."
I think they just had it in their mind that they were going to get what they wanted that night, one way or another, and unfortunately, I'd like to see if she is going to be found, because she has not been found. I'm going to put my mic
No,
on
she
mute.
isn't. She's got children too.
Oh, I was 10 years old when she went missing.
Yeah, that was, let's see, 1990.
91.
91. I got married that year. I was 22.
Oh, no. I graduated in 90. Why am I thinking 91?
Actually, I was married in 90.
Freshman year in high school, in college. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I was 23. I was even younger than her. But still within her age range. So she would be, she was born in 1963. Let's just see. So let's focus. I might switch a deck here and see if I can pick up whether or not she is going to be found.
Oh. Was there ever anything about the father of her children? Because twice now I've gotten a stork, a child, and a negative card next to both of those. Like I got like the snake.
Ooh, that's deceit.
And there's the stork, and it usually, well, for me, for birth,
me too,
new beginnings,
right?
I had gotten the child card just before this, and then I got the heart. So maybe it was an ex. Flowers tried, bribing.
Yeah.
She's the mother, bribing,
Who is this person?
Hope.
I get the Four of Pentacles. It's all about control.
Yep, and there's the last card. The
And
male
what's
card.
that one? That is the
It's
spade.
like the negative, not the negative, but this is like the more
Shadow.
yeah. The friendly male is like the green and the pink.
Oh,
Whereas the
okay.
negative woman and negative possibly man is the or the less romantic, I would say, would
Gotcha.
be, the blue and the yellow.
I
And
like those cards.
yeah, he wanted,
Mhm.
this was
Oh
her,
my goodness, you can see that, right? So I mean, like that boink.
his hope. It was his dream.
That's
I
so
think
just
to get back together with her, or to get
to control her. Oh my goodness, I get the Empress. So I'm getting the same like maternal,
Mm-hmm.
feminine ideal. Heather Campbell.
It was weird because I got the sun from a different deck.
Oh my gosh.
So I asked if she'd be found. So that's hope, some sort of resolution. And then I got the strength card, and look at the wolf in the back.
Oh,
Like howling.
oh, that is a fantastic card for strength. She endures. She's going to have the last, whatever, laugh, if you will. Not that, but that she will have the.
Mm-hmm.
I
You guys
got
know
the
what I mean.
Knight of Wands.
Yeah, I gotta get
Like it looks like things moving forward.
I love this deck. And which deck is this again, Heather?
This is the Willing Light Tarot.
Thank you.
She's using the tarot, and I'm using the Lenormand by the same author. I need to get that matching deck, companion deck to this.
Yes.
Like
Great
you
deck.
said, you were talking about control too, like
Yes.
the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands, and then the Four of Pentacles.
Control, control, control. Yeah, there's always, if you think about it, when I look back to my childhood and growing up and then becoming a little younger than her with that toxic background of types of people that are around you. And I just marvel at that I'm still here in many respects. I think we all do, that we survive our teen years. I mean, I barely did, but right, Calla Lily, she'll get the last word. I agree. I think she's going to have her say. Let's, you know what? How about we allow her to say what she wants to with each one of us through whatever deck we feel so inclined, just to channel her. And I think that would be a good way to segue to the next case. What do you guys think?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, after we're done live, I'm going to read and see if there was anything to do with a ex-husband, ex-boyfriend who she may have had a child
And text
with.
me on the phone, and I can
Mhm.
text you back. And Heather Campbell, I've got to send you. Did I send you my phone number?
Not yet.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I meant to.
No, you've had a maddening day, so it's okay.
I can't find my butt with both hands. Really can't. Okay.
Oh, Maya, stop. You're just fine. Okay,
I'm
the
sitting.
first card for
I'm
her is
sitting on it.
peace.
Oh, let me flip the.
This is her message. She's at peace. That's the first card that came up.
That's beautiful.
So she's at peace.
I'm gonna go.
They do need to find her, though. I mean,
It really bothers me. And you know what? If we get the hope card, then I have hope, even if it's not in my lifetime.
I'm just gonna grab my pendulum really quick while you're pulling your cards and just ask
CC,
if she's ever going to be
thank you, magic word. Grab mine too. Get my practice on it. I do want to use this native spirit deck for her. And if you have something, let me know.
Okay.
Oop.
I don't think everybody wants my elbow in the way, so I'm just going to do this.
No problem. And again, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. If you're curious about the cases we're covering right now, we're looking at the first case of JODI FERN Howard. She's an indigenous woman that went missing in 1991 out of Montana, Fraser, Montana area. And interestingly enough, the three women, and possibly a fourth, I don't know about actually the fourth woman, but the first three women that we're going to be looking at, without my intention, they're all Leos. It was just strange. I noticed that as I was taking it down. So I also want to share that with you. And if you would be so kind to give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already to Heather Campbell and Indigo Chrysalis Tarot. That is Heather Johnson. That would be great. And their links are in the description box. There's a lot in the description box, so check it out. Okay, let's see. And you guys know to say, hey, I got something or whatever.
I'm ready, but I'm already up there. I got the High Priestess. Like, this is what she's want to say. I feel like, yes, there's secrets that haven't come forward, but it will be revealed. It, like my great grandmother always said, it all comes out in the wash. It will eventually come out. She's at peace. Like, she's watching over everything. And then I got the Ace of Wands. Things will move forward, but it's going to take time. It's going to be slow and steady, and expectations with the Hawk.
Mm.
And
That's a
then
beautiful
strong.
deck.
This is the Spirit Will deck. Spirit of the Will.
Oh,
Spirit
not
of the
seen
Will.
that. Love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I should give you the bigger.
Oh, I like that one.
And after that, I got the Strong Sun's Moon, and just like the raccoons, I was seeing like the family.
Yeah.
And she's watching over her family, even from the other side with the butterfly. And then I have the butterfly on the bottom.
Transformation. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting the tracker card again.
So when I used my pendulum, I got that she wasn't going to be found. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. I get the tracker, and I got Freedom Horse.
You got that Freedom Horse again.
Again. Let me just, sorry guys. Oop. I'm going to try to move it out of the glare. Dang it.
Yeah, I got letting go, movement forward, and reflection.
Warrior of the Heart. Tribal Spirit Dancer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me go to my pendulum.
So I pulled a card to go see if it matched with my pendulum, asking if she's ever going to be found. And this is the card I got. I got rejection.
Okay.
And what made me think of that is one of the spirit cards that I had pulled earlier and I set aside had a bonfire, like a campfire. I'm hoping that they didn't dispose of the body that way.
And
that may be why they don't find her.
Mm-hmm.
But at least to see the card that says she's at peace, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I'm getting with the tracker actually in the Freedom Horse, especially the Freedom Horse is like, to me, the horse has its spiritual paint, on, and I feel like she's showing me that she helps people, other people that are victims of crime, helps them to be found. Warrior of the Heart. And she has works with them as when they cross over. She has a job on that, and she seems to be more focused on the message to me is that she's focused on the work that she's got and that she is more at peace. Yeah, shapeshifter and eagle medicine. So it makes me feel like that it would really take somebody being led there, for one thing.
She wants young women to know their self-worth. I got the
Yes.
self-worth card. Know your self-worth. Stay focused on what you want in life. Don't let anyone deter you. And follow that vision. Follow your dreams.
Yeah. And definitely with the shapeshifter and the eagle medicine, to be very clear about your environment, what's around you, and that, you know, something can be watching you that you may not be aware of. So you need to have your awareness on point, is what I get from her. And I don't feel clear with what I'm getting about her being found or not. And so that I just leave it open. But to her, it's the conversation is almost what's more important to me right now. It's the work I'm doing. Let me just pull another thunder drum. Nope. In answering the call. So again, I feel like she's more feeling like she's saying it's not as important to her, perhaps whether she's found or not, because she's at peace and she's answering a higher vocation, especially with the thunder beings. And they do deal with the justice. So, ooh,
yes, they
boy.
Do. Teresa Levine asked a little while back, do you think he has done this before? And I think we all got cards showing that he has that type of volatile personality where, yeah, he takes offense very easily. Yeah.
Very delicate personality. And I think he may have also already been well into his cups, as they say, by the time he approached her. I do think he was alone. I didn't get cards of anybody else with him. And like he was lurking around for someone, and there she was. May have even been following her for all I know, but I don't know.
I asked my pendulum if she would be found, like you said. I got a no.
Okay.
But I did get the wolf again.
That,
It's just, it's so much more like to get the story out, to get, the eagle.
You got the eagle as well.
And there's an eagle on this one.
And my pendulum just said no.
And that's great. And that's great spirit. So they're gonna find out eventually what happened.
She's on. Do you guys feel like she's saying it's almost not important, though it is? There's something bigger that's gonna come, or she's just what she's doing that is just phenomenal work on the other side.
This one says too. It says mastery. Like she is. Her story is what's the most important thing. Like you were saying, to be aware of your surroundings, especially as like a female. I mean, males have this issue too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But especially as a female, be aware of who you're around, what your surroundings are, and your safety is like her biggest message, because she just wants to help these people. She just wants, like, she's on the other side helping. She wants to heal the situation. She doesn't want everybody to focus so much on that. It's more about, like I said, and you were saying, be aware of your surroundings, watch out for yourself, and make sure you're in a good place.
Yes. Because her guard was clearly down, and this person knew it, and they played it to their advantage.
You know, I just don't understand why they waited a month.
I don't know.
That she was missing. That's why I was wondering.
I don't know if she
somebody
was
in the family.
If she was estranged, or if she was living kind of more carefree, shall we say, you know, and not as in contact. But she had those children. So no, I think this young lady, why was that? Let's find out. Let's see if we can find out. Let's see what the cards will say.
because that did not sit well with me.
No, it doesn't, right? Why? Was this part of her pattern?
That's what I was wondering, if they just chopped it up to, oh, she must have relapsed and.
Oh, Tammy loves your necklaces, Heather. Heather Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think
I do too.
Oh, yeah. Heather's got that beautiful layer thing going. I love that.
Yeah. I'm wearing my Latvian necklace.
Yeah, Kalali, maybe she's helping those girls who continue to go missing from the.
That's what I see.
Communities. She helps carry them on the horse across and to the Great Spirit. She's
I think so, because they're traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
that would make sense with this card too that came out.
Oh, let me just shift.
Like it is the Knight of Pentacles, but like, yeah, assisting from the other side, just kind of like in the horse. Just reminds me of what you were saying.
Maybe we should ask, are they ever going to really make a difference? So because a lot of the problem is the catch-22, if you will, with the laws that are tribal based in the land, and then the FBI, then, American government. So I want to see it. Are they ever going to, are we going to see a real change, where we start to really see these cases being taken, and that tribal offices and patrol get funded and that kind of stuff?
When I asked the cards about why the family waited so long, it's interesting because I did get the resilience card.
Used to hard times.
Yeah, so they think that she might have gone off and, like you said, and I got the darkness card. It says dark long night of the soul, or darkness long night moon, and then the wisdom, which is that this had been a part of her past, and that wisdom is the knowledge that she had done that before, and that's why they waited. But still, that still does not fit right with me.
Yeah, let me see. And well, a lot of families don't trust the authorities, and for a good reason sometimes. So
Heather, didn't you get the blue moon card?
Let me bounce you.
I did get a blue moon card. It was from the deck.
I got blue moon as well.
Wow.
Unexpected. So I think that maybe, it wasn't what they thought it was. It was unexpected.
Yeah.
When they realized
she wasn't just off on a lark.
Yeah, because they couldn't find her. She didn't come back. She didn't follow like regular routine.
Right. What would be normal for her.
For her, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the Wheel of Fortune. I keep pulling it. I reshuffled this and I shuffled it again and I got the same cards. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands. I think it can move forward, like you were saying. Will they ever change these laws or get anything going? They will move forward, but it will be a fight, and they're going to have to fight for it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have to take action on making sure these laws are passed and then I got Justice.
Yeah. So that the laws are also not just passed, but actually actively enforced. Thank you. That was a word I was looking for. And I get the Emperor. Oh, whoops. Got to switch hats. And I get the Emperor. So to me, this is, tribal authority, the government of the United States creating accountability. And the Hermit, this is searching to me, and also wisdom. So and to me, it's like there's going to be something new about them, definitely in their pursuit of searching.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Someone's going to come forward out of the cave with information.
And I believe that this shows people will want to be part of this. And especially looking around, I feel like searching around remote places, getting the search team, more search money. And, that takes a lot of money. Queen of Swords, that to me is Justice, the woman, Lady Justice. And the King of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be people, particularly, it could even be, oh, darn, what's her name? Please. From Arizona, isn't it? Oh, I'm blanking on her name. She's just been brought in by the administration.
Oh, yeah.
Can somebody
Harlan? Something.
Yes. I feel like that could be her and another male that has some pull, some financial business, like he can make things happen. I feel like there's a team almost. Yes, and Knight of Cups and the Lovers. So this is also about domestic situations. Instead of having DV, having domestic peace, and maybe how some teaching people, again, how better role models, I think, of relationships and how to, in their intimate relationships, be more empathetic, especially men. And I get the Sun and the Magician.
The Sun card again.
So this is meant to happen, and it will be enacted, and it will be enforced.
Yeah, I asked if they were going to ever find out who took her life. They got the Three of Cups. So for me, this is a celebration, yes. And it's also it's telling me it's going to be somebody that's been associated with her, that with the party, with the drinking.
Right.
And unfortunately, and yes, it's going to, it's going to be the person who took her life. There's the Death card.
And I have a feeling they may have passed.
Yeah, and there's going to be a woman that's going to be behind it. I got the Queen of Cups. Someone who is going to be compassionate and supportive. I think so. Working together, there's going to be a woman that's going to be behind, helping find
with the case.
Unless that is JODI herself on the other side. The Queen of Cups, being emotional, being compassionate, being a healer, being sensitive.
And Craig Dixon says this is what a lot of people don't understand, and it makes it a complete nightmare to get anything done legally. Is on the Navajo reservation. It's so remote. I mean, really, it's
yes, it is.
many.
I've been there.
Yeah, Heather can tell you. And I've been on the Pueblo, but I've never been on the Navajo reservation. Overlapping jurisdictions. Yep. And then you get personal politics going on, and then you have tribal politics and outright racist attitudes towards them, for sure. It's just really, it's not a wonder that it has been such a mess. So, as well as apathy, and that means don't care. There are people that just do not care. They don't view Indigenous people as equals, which is sick and very disturbing.
Yeah, my friend grew up his whole life like that. And just shuffling, that Death card popped out again. So this isn't going to be, this is going to continue until somebody comes forward and starts, like we said earlier, working on these laws. Yeah.
Okay, I think that we've given JODI a good bit of air, and I'm glad and grateful for that. And bless her spirit and her family.
Card. Yeah, I keep seeing the peace card. She's at peace.
Oh, good. Yes, yeah, I definitely feel that. And she feels really strong, like the Strength card, and wants women to, be strong. And Vixen Doe says she has formed an investigative department, which is supposed to be looking into these cases, but families of these people say that they have little response or contact from those that have been set up. So it's going to take ironing out that bureaucratic tape crap.
That bullshit, you mean?
Yes. Somebody needs to come behind with the pooper scooper. And Greg Dixon says good people come and go too quickly to really make any change. It's so slow on this earth, and it's simply, but we have to persevere. We do. All right. So let's see now. The next lady, and boy, you guys, this is a whopper. Oh man. I couldn't
Every
make
case
this up.
feels like one.
Oh, but this one. This is where I'm going to take a look at Lydia Conchalo Abrams. And let me just tap dance, so to speak, over to her case.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab some sage and kind of smudge the area, and I'll be right back.
Feel free. Let me see if I can get this to just do this way. Please, computer, do not mess up. I'm just gonna. All right. I should be able. Okay. So her name, and I found her through the Charlie Project list. And I just looked at the names. And that's what was so weird. Yes. Okay. Now we're getting. Okay. So let me just find the most recent. Well, first I'll show the Charlie Project so you guys can see what she looks like. All right. Let me get to sharing the screen with y'all.
So the Charlie Project is for Native American women, indigenous women that go missing?
Everyone. Anyone and everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's another good one. And then I want us to have, like, next week, I thought we would do on unidentifieds, if you guys are good with that. I don't know. And if you want to find some unidentifieds, that would be good. Okay, can you guys see this? Here she is. All these pictures are of Dia. Dia was how she, the nickname she went by, Lydia Conchalo Abrams. And she was a widow of a property developer in Southern California. And she went missing June 6th, 2020. She would be 67 years old, approximately. And her birthday is July 6th, 1954, out of Riverside, California. She stands 5'5", approximately 130 pounds. And she was last seen on a property that she owned, which is the Bonita Vista Ranch, which is a 117-acre property that she owned. And she's the widow of Clem Abrams. Like I said, a property developer who died in 2018. Okay. Now, she was involved, apparently, in a bit of a back and forth with their own children, Chrisara Brett Abrams and Clinton Karcher Abrams, because her husband had them set up to be the executor of his estate and not her. Oh my God. It just, and as trustees. Okay. And there's a suspicious death that comes in 2021, 2 days before Christmas. There was a horse handler that had a suspicious death. And the one thing that these two suspicious disappearance deaths have in common is Keith Harper, who was living with Lydia at the time. And he was not a relation or whatever. Kind of, I don't know. I think kind of as a moocher. And she had put him and this other woman I think, as her executors or whatever. It's a crazy thing, you guys. But
Jeez.
she was last seen. I mean, the write-up on this is, as you can see, it is several paragraphs. So I'm going to copy and drop this in the StreamYard thing for anyone and everyone that wants to read that whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing right now. I'm going to try to cut through it a little bit and get some points. So now you kind of get the idea that there was some animosity going on, some crazy stuff. At the time of her disappearance, okay, it says Dia was attempting to have her 1984 prenuptial agreement with Clem invalidated. The agreement, which was given to their assets both in life and following either of their deaths, provided that Clem's income would remain his separate property and hers would remain her separate property. Well, she never worked the entire time of their marriage, so, you know, was dependent on him. So she didn't work, like I just said, during their 34-year marriage and did not accrue any significant income or property of her own, while his assets accrued by the millions. All right. So when he died, she inherited some of the properties as well as a marital trust. And at the time of her disappearance, in addition to trying to get the prenuptial agreement invalidated, Dia was seeking $6.7 million from her late husband's estate to fund the marital trust. Now, Chrysalis and Clinton had both filed an opposition to their mother's petition. Dia had kept some of her assets in trust. When the trust was initially established in 2016, the beneficiaries in the event of her death or incapacitation were to be Chrysalis and Clinton, her daughter and son. Unsigned, an unsigned, partially handwritten clause was added to the trust in 2018, 2 years later, excluding the children as beneficiaries. And it said, Truster leaves nothing but her love and affection to her son, Clinton Abrams, and daughter, Chrysalis Abrams, quote unquote. And just 15 days prior to her disappearance in 2020, Dia restated the trust, transferring ownership of the Bonita Vista Ranch and the other two properties she had into it and naming Keith Harper, what could possibly go wrong, as nominee, as trustee and beneficiary of her estate. A second trustee was also named, and this woman was named Diana Fetter, a neighbor who lived 10 miles from the Bonita Vista Ranch and helped Dia manage her properties. Again, what could possibly go wrong? Photos of both of them they say are posted in with the case summary. I didn't ever see any pictures of them though. Anyways, that's just some of the crazy there. And let's see. It says Clinton and Chrysalis' petition stated Harper has refused to allow Dia's family to inspect the trust and get an accounting of it. The mortgage on the Bonita Vista Ranch has not been paid since August 2020. That the mortgage on the other of Dia's properties haven't been paid since June 2020. That Harper and Fetter are romantically involved and have been since before Dia disappeared. And that the police were investigating Harper as a potential perpetrator of the crime or crimes that led to Dia's disappearance, quote unquote. All right.
Harper's the woman.
Harper is Keith Harper, the man.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry. There's so many
I know.
names.
I know. No, Keith is the creep. Let's just be honest here.
Keith the creep.
Yeah. And it looks like her children were saying that he was not being helpful, and that he was somebody that was a person of interest to her disappearance. I think they have a point. And that Dia had left a note behind when she disappeared, claiming she was afraid for her life. So, in a media interview Clinton gave on the 1-year anniversary of his mother's disappearance, he said Dia was not engaged to Harper. His mother was not engaged to Keith Harper or anyone at the time when she went missing. This was the first interview either of her children granted the press. And by granting it, Clinton was acting against the advice of the Riverside County Sheriff's Office. He said that he believed his mother had been murdered. So Keith Harper continued to live on her ranch, not paying anything. And if he is not removed as the trustee and beneficiary, and if Dia is not found within 5 years, he could have her declared legally dead and inherit her property.
Oh, how convenient.
So 2 days before Christmas, now here's the other suspicious death on the ranch. The suspicious death of JODI, again with the names here, JODI with an I, Newkirk, who had been working there as a horse handler since the early August of 2021. It was reported that she had died in an ATV rollover accident, but when the police responded to the scene, they noticed the woman was deceased and had unexplained injuries. Newkirk's death remains under investigation. No one has been charged, and it's not clear if it has any connection to Lydia's disappearance. An entry from her diary weeks before her passing indicated that she was in a relationship with Harper and planned on ending it. Now that's Newkirk that went missing. Not missing, was found suspiciously deceased.
Oh boy.
So Dia's case remains.
So two women connected with the guy,
Mr. Keith Harper,
are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Within
Dia's case remains unsolved, and foul play is suspected. So you have 2 women and 1 dude.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use this little deck that I meant to earlier. Oops. So my first question is, let's just look at who. I think we both, or not both, but I think we all kind of know a good likely of who would be responsible for Lydia. But we'll just ask it anyway. Is this Keith Harper? Would be a really yes or no, but we might get extra cards or points around it. But is he the person that is responsible for whatever has happened to Lydia Shallow Abrams? I got a yes in my head.
Well, I had pulled cards earlier just on Dia, and I got 3 of voices, which of course is the 3 of swords: pain, distress, mental anguish, betrayal, cruelty. Then I got the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands, motivation.
It is Agatha Christie Dora Smith.
Yes, it is. I got 10 of emotions, which is kind of interesting because it's not a great family. Happy, joyful family.
You know what? My family's not perfect, but I'll take them over this one any day.
Jesus. But it does say creative finale. So people were in the works. She knew she was being betrayed. People in the family were clash of ambitions, nothing in common, rivalry, 5 of inspiration. She saw it coming too.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the 9 of materials, financial independence, as we were, wanting,
everybody's wanting that.
Yep. Life of comfort, leisure, culture, 8 of pentacles,
wake up and smell the greed,
pride, learning, mastering. So, yeah, it all has to stem from I mean, she was just absolutely treated cruelly, brutally, and it all had to do with the family, the finances, and of course, you know, I think the son's got something to do with it, obviously.
Mm.
But you said she was a jewelry designer also, so I feel like she was.
Oh,
with
I
the-
didn't say that.
Oh, I thought there was a jewelry. No, in the picture, not you.
Oh,
I thought in the one of the pictures under it says something about jewelry, and I don't know if that was her or that's just something I thought I saw that popped into my head that she liked creating jewelry. That could be it too.
okay.
I
So like,
retract.
yeah, I'm just looking at the picture of Keith Harper and this other woman on
Yeah, the Ten
there.
of Emotions was probably they were happy that they took care of the mother. You know, that could be the celebration right there
Yeah.
too.
Mm,
She was removed from the
wasn't a
the
problem
picture.
for them anymore.
But yes, still that what money and greed will do to people, it's just
Ew,
disgusting.
it really is. That's just so toxic. It's like, no, I'd rather. So I'm using a new system here with this deck, and it's got the tree, the lily, which is to me like health and extended family, elders. There's the romantic sexual aspect of the relationship. I think of this Keith character and these women.
Now, was that his biological mother that Harper is accused of?
No. You're mixed up with names.
I'm
Keith,
sorry.
it's okay. It's so confusing. Keith
Sorry,
Harper.
YouTube
Keith Harper is some dude that the mother picked, just like I think probably on the, who knows, maybe the neighbor said, hey, you ought to have Keith do it. We could help you, blah, blah, blah. And then I think she regretted it.
Shit.
So you've got a lot of people that are all going after this money. I get, this is not the deck for this reading. I'm going to have to grab a different one, but let me try with, I feel like I need to use my black and white Blanco Nero deck. Let me just see if I get anything with it. I definitely think the common sense factor, these both women is Keith, Harper. I think he's definitely looking to snatch this property out if he can say that she's passed, and then he can inherit apparently after 10 years. So that would be 2030. So I think the kids actually don't want him to get that. I wouldn't want him to, even if I was as greedy or as wanting this. Again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I've got that scrolling along underneath us. And you guys, if you get cards of something and getting some big hits, let me know, and I will just swing you into the main frame.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
I think there is a witness because it said witness may not be fully disclosing all facts. I think there's more information that's being held back. And of course, it sounds like since killer may have an item belonging to the victim, that's her property, her belongings.
Only and extra properties too.
And then I got the Queen of Cups, which I think is her, with the Three of Cups next to it. So the two women and him. And then I feel like he was an equal opportunist. He was looking for some way to get a hold of, like you said, report that she's dead, and maybe he thought he could get a hold of it. Because that has the Six of Pentacles reversed.
Oh, wow.
With the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Wands right after that. And then I do think it's revolving around money, and I got the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely over money for wealth.
Yeah. And I just got the 9 of Cups and the King of Wands. So I feel like it is this Keith Pleasure Seeker Harper. That should be in his name.
Yeah, I
I
got the
got
King
the
of
Ten of
Wands at the
Swords
bottom.
too.
Okay.
I'm wondering if he's an alcoholic. It's
I
kind
think
of what I
so.
wonder.
I feel kind of stewy in with this 9 of Cups. Yes. Let me just, the 9 of Cups where it's oh, hang on, y'all. Let me just bounce me in for a second and I'll bounce Heather back. But this, he looks like he's saturated in beer and he can't move
Okay.
or drink. It's just the feeling that I pick up from the card. He's like
just drunk on
definitely,
greed.
yeah, it's really an unpleasant vibe. And I wonder if he is of a fire sign himself, but that doesn't mean always. And he doesn't care. Oh, that's really, really nice.
Nope.
He gets the card of apathy, the 4 of Cups. Full
The
diaper.
4 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles.
I got the 4 of Pentacles too, Heather. That's 2 cards now we both got. Okay.
You did. And I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's all about the money. And yes, that's what he is going for. That. And also, you guys, 10 years, 10 of Pentacles, the money.
Wow.
I pulled the 10 of Pentacles earlier too. It's all about the money.
The Wheel of Fortune, and that's a 10.
That's wow.
Yep.
That's right.
And so, trying to change fate, he took matters into his own hands. Young, immature kid or whatever wanted money. That was his goal. That's his eyes right on that pentacle.
He's not young.
What would be?
I think he is
maybe just that immaturity or
right. That's what I get about him. The greed,
that focus on the money, and
yes.
He's sitting on. I got the 4 of Pentacles.
Sitting tight.
He's sitting tight. Yep. Waiting for his ship to come in, and that's exactly what this money was going to do. And I do believe he how are we going to say it? He murdered these 2 women or had some involvement, because there's the Knight of Swords for me. That's going in and just cutting them down, and 10 of Swords right there in the back.
Yeah, and I'm getting the just real quick. I get the Sun and the 2 of Pentacles. This is him with the properties, and it's clear, he's doing. He's trying. Heather Campbell, I'll put you up here and put
I got the 5 of Swords. He was willing to win at any cost to get what he wanted. And then I got the Ace of Cups. So that's like, yes, the drinking, the overindulgence, and then I got the 8 of Swords.
And she still hasn't been found, Miss Lydia. Unlike the horse handler.
Yeah. Maybe they need to look at things from a different perspective.
I
think so. And I think
fresh eyes.
And I just got the Devil card. I was thinking, in my head, him killing both women, and I just flipped the next card out, and there's the Devil card. So he did it.
Yeah.
It's all for greed, his addictions,
power,
wanting the money, the power, exactly everything. Yeah, 5 of Swords too. Look at Heather, winning at no cost. I got the 5 of Swords too.
Absolutely ruthless.
And 4 of Swords. He knows where she is. She's buried somewhere.
Yep, I would agree with that. Should we see? Let's see if she will be found.
Trying to fly everywhere.
I think it will. I think they will, through JODI Newark, that was the name of the horse handler that was found passed with suspicious unexplained injuries, according to the police.
Mm.
I'd like to know why he did that to her. Well, she said that she was going to leave him. That's right. I forgot. Full diaper. That's right.
Yeah. I got space, which is dark, so she's well hidden. He's confident
Yeah.
that or at least then that she wasn't going to be found, but he does have anxiety over it.
Good.
So
He should.
yeah, those are the
What a
three
piece of
cards
work.
and then the bottom card on the is the death card.
I
So,
think that her remains will be found. That's just what I thought when I saw your card there. Okay. Heather Campbell. Miss Campbell.
I'm getting a yes, she'll be found with my pendulum. I got the Chariot.
Interesting. Yes. So there will be success in overcoming the obstacles to find her.
I got the 8 of Cups.
Abandonment, neglect,
And then
wherever
the
he left her.
the 8 of Pentacles
Mm-hmm.
with the 2 of
Pentacles. And I had gotten the 2 of
good
Pentacles
juggling.
earlier. Yeah.
I'm seeing a ship in the background, so somewhere near water, possibly.
Oh, that's a good point.
But I did get a yes on my pendulum. She will be found.
I'm glad. Even, she may not have been the nicest person in the world for all I know, but it's not about that to me.
Nobody deserves that.
No, this is
No.
messed up.
I don't know
Very
where people get off taking people's things and committing crimes to take it. It's disgusting.
Right? It's like go do that yourself. It's unbelievable.
You gotta steal from somebody else.
Yes. And I got the 8 of Pentacles as well. The 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, water, emotion. I think he prepared something, with her passing, and that would be, it's something that he's created to conceal her, is my feeling. Yeah, there's the 5 of Wands. And the 10 of Pentacles, fighting over money and control over money. So, yes.
And I got razor extreme anger was the motive with him as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get the Knight of Wands, and I got the King of Wands with him earlier, and it seemed like a heated King of Wands.
That makes sense.
Victim engaged in unusual behavior prior to the crime. Would you guys take a look at whether Keith, Harper, and Lydia got rid of her husband? Oh, good question, Calla Lily. Yes.
Ooh.
I like that. More minds. This is why I like us all, doing this together too. It's part of the interesting aspects. Yes, let's take a look at that.
Whoa. Not that much.
Did Lydia and Keith do something? Looks like Heather accidentally bounced out, but here she is. There we go.
Oops.
No worries.
I went to go grab my deck of cards that was right there, and my hand hit the B button of all things.
It's just that wonderful retrograde.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm wondering if they did, because I got the 9 of Swords with the King of Wands.
Oh, wow.
And the 10 of Wands right after that with Judgment.
Oh, my goodness. Linda's getting a yes.
That's a yes to me.
That's a yes to me, too.
Oh,
And the sun on the bottom.
oh my
Which one's
goodness.
that?
This deck,
Oh, sorry. I'm going to put it.
this
There
is
we go.
the Healing Light Tarot.
Oh, another one I'm going to have to put on my list.
It's a beautiful deck. But yeah, that's a yes to me.
Mm-hmm.
That I
Black
think
Hollow
he
Lily.
I got the
manipulated
10 of
her.
Swords as well.
I think he manipulated her, like made it
Keith?
sound like a good idea, and then he took her out.
Mm-hmm. And then he took out the other one to keep her
Yeah.
quiet.
And 9 of Cups again. I get the 10 of Swords. This is a different deck. Let me just show you. I get the 10 of Swords, and there's the 9 of Cups again. So it's, who is the 9 of Cups? It's Keith to me. And the 10 of Swords, that's like the end.
I got, oh, are you done?
And I got the 9 of Pentacles, wanting that independent income.
Yep.
And the 8 of Swords, but mentally limited. He's got limitations mentally about his capacity to do this. I don't think he's nearly as smart
That's why
as he thinks.
needed help. I got, when I asked, answered Hollow Lilies, I got, yeah, great fortune. Unfortunately, bad health to the husband.
Yeah.
Then I got the adjudication, and I'm thinking that's where they were trying to get the will and everything changed up because they were courting. And the best card, where did it go? I just had the Lovers card in my hand because they were lovers. Well, privileged to become a privileged lady. So where's the Lovers?
Oh my
There's
gosh.
the Lovers.
And
So
I just got the Lovers.
Question, Kala Lily. Yep.
I just got the Lovers. And so did, oh my God, so did Heather Campbell.
So even though no one should, I mean, I have, if allegedly this is true, then I have very little sympathy.
Yeah. Well, there was when I was looking at her pictures, I didn't get the most pleasant vibe of her. And I initially was going to go, but my guide said, no, this case needs to be read on. And I thought, okay, you've shamed me. It's, I understand what I am to do.
More about the family needing the closure than
right. And just the truth. There's so much deceit in this case. It's disgusting. So it looks like she'll be found now. Let's see what's in for Keith Harper. Let's look at what his future looks like. And then we can look at a case of Marie HEISER, and that will be Christina Sue Allen. And that will put us.
So what's the last question again, Maya? I'm sorry, I was looking at my cards and I totally.
I do that all the time. Let's just see what the future for Keith Harper is with regard to this. You know, whether he might be wearing an orange jumpsuit with some bracelets.
How stylish.
Yeah.
Must accessorize.
Yes, with his flip-flops. Prison issue. Because this man's dangerous.
Oh gosh, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but 5 of Cups, destitute.
Yep.
Then I got Strength. He's gonna have to like move on, like is what I'm getting, because it's like moving on. Like where he's gonna have to move away. And then I got the 8 of Swords.
Looks like incarceration.
Yeah. He's gonna get caught. That's why I had to laugh.
He's going to run probably, and then, you know.
I'm getting the Ace of Cups and the Magician. So he thinks he's really clever, but he's a real emotional mess. He's all over the place. He's too emotional. to manifest this properly is what I get. And I get the 3 of Cups. And look at these women laughing. Wait a minute. Let me show you guys. Sorry, Heather.
No, I looking at my cards. I'm like, I didn't shuffle. No sense.
So that's us.
Oh
Oh my
gosh,
God.
too funny.
That's the
Who's
3 of
having
us
the
laughing.
last laugh?
And Temperance.
Rejuvenation. That's temperance, I think, in this card too.
Yep.
Oh,
He's going to get his just desserts. And
left
there's,
out in the cold.
yep. Boy, what's that saying that say, oh, what a web we weave when we
Oh,
something.
here we go. This is much better.
Let me.
Okay. Courthouse. He's expectation. He's going to, at some point, he's going to expect it's coming. So he's going to be heading off to the court. Why? Because of a mature woman that he,
Miss Lydia.
and at the bottom, it's despair. So yeah, not,
And he's not going to be able to get himself out of this one.
mm-mm.
Right. All right. I think that we've handled that.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Now,
let's.
that's the kind that makes you want to go take a bath and just
It's the
walk off
truth.
that ectoplasmic goo
Yep.
from.
Palo Santo
I know I gotta
and
give me a
white.
spray.
Oh,
I
that-
cast you out.
yeah.
Go away.
Rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yep.
Christ compels you. That's it, Linda. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. And that should be Keith's motto for the rest of somebody should get him a t-shirt and he should just wear that.
That'll
And
be
think
his
about
scarlet
that.
letter.
Yes.
Maybe the guys will tattoo it on his forehead.
Mm. The dude is just, yes. Thank you. The folks are on it. So the next case that I have for you guys took place in 1976 in Los Angeles, California, around the Venice Beach area. And let me just get our young lady. She was 24 years old. Her name was Christina Sue Allen. Okay. And you can find things on Web Sleuths about her and, I'm sure Reddit or something. But anyway, let me just bring up her Charlie project page. And I will share that with you guys. Share. So you can see her picture.
Just for a few minutes. Just for a few minutes.
Okay. Hey, baby kitty. All right. So this is Christina Sue Allen. This is a picture, obviously, when she was much younger, but this was closer, I think, to 1976 when she went missing. She's quite a beautiful looking young lady. And there's not a lot, very sparse about her case. And she's been missing since February 28th, 1976, from Los Angeles, California, near the Venice Beach area, where she had gone with her brother to a bar in that area. And at some point, she apparently decided that she was going to walk back to her apartment. And her brother says the only thing she had with her was her wallet and her keys. And that was it. She was never seen again. And they've never found her or anything like that. And her date of birth was August 19th, 1951.
Ooh, the day after my mom's birthday. So another Leo.
Yeah. All these, women so far have been Leo. And she was 5'7", 120 pounds, very slender, jeans, silver ring with black onyx stone, carrying only her wallet and keys. She had a pin implanted in her lower leg, ears pierced, and used the nickname Christy. And the last names Capasso and or McClure. And that's really, you know, like I said, February 28th, 1976, she and her brother went to a bar to the Venice Beach area. She left alone to walk back to her apartment. I have no idea how close or far, but it sounds like it wouldn't have been very far from there. And she never arrived back at her apartment and has never been heard from since. So let's go ahead. If you guys have something, let me know and I'll pop you up.
What's her name again? Sue? Is it
Christina,
Sue? Oh, Christina.
Sue Allen.
Okay.
So they basically never had like really any leads or suspects on this case.
No, not that I'm aware of. I'm just going to type her name here in the thing. Christina Sue Allen. And it's very, very sparse. May not. I think I spelled it right. All right. That's who we're looking at. Date of birth, again, August 19th, 1951. Let's see if I can pick up on her. Christina Sue Allen. Oh yes, this kind of crap never fails to happen during retrograde. It's the truth, Linda. It's the truth. Let me see. I get Christina Sue Allen walking home, Venice Beach. You know, that's a really popular area, and you get positive and negative folks around that area.
Yep.
And we don't know what time that she left. It doesn't, I suppose, matter really, but not a good thing. 1976, walking alone home. I can only imagine how her brother might feel. Let's see what we get.
I'm getting weird cards. Is anybody getting like weird cards?
I haven't even gotten there yet, but
Okay.
Heather Campbell, are you getting strange
I
cards?
was getting weird ones, so I got a different deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Knight of
There we are.
Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So I'm thinking it was a couple individuals that might have been involved in her disappearance, and they moved her from the location wherever she, like, they took her from wherever the location. There's the transition.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fast,
Mm-hmm.
and it was because they noticed she was intoxicated and took advantage of the situation.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's making a little bit. Okay, I got conclusion, chapter 1, the end. So the end of her, because I think somebody was over listening to them. They were overhearing that she was going to be leaving. I think that there was like, but the conclusion is like they had decided, well, she's going to be the one we're going to grab. And then it's weird. I got fragments, and I got hope. So I'm not quite sure how
that fits.
But the last card was differences. So there were like 2 people involved. So I went ahead and I shuffled, and I got they moved swiftly, 8 of Swords.
Oh,
I mean, 8
yeah.
of Wands.
And
Excuse me.
toward a target. I mean, like that is like
Yeah.
it knows where it wants to go, that energy.
And
Ooh.
of course, you know,
Heartbreak.
3 of Swords,
Yeah.
and there was a struggle. And then what got me next is that I got a male and a female card. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands.
That's interesting. Well,
So
she's the
I'm
Queen of
wondering-
Wands because she's the Leo. We do know that.
But then I got the Lover's card. So I'm
That's-
wondering if it's a couple working
Oh.
together. And then the last card I got was the Moon in reverse. It was a wild impulse, irrational, distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunken or
Yeah, but they were over listening, because I kept getting the listening, the book, you know, the conclusion, like, yep, this is the person that we're going to nab, and the struggle. And I couldn't remember, why is there 2 different cats, you know, the 2 cats and the differences. And then when I got the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles right next to each other, so it almost felt like, you know, it was maybe the female that approached her, being charismatic, you know, maybe really friendly or whatever. While, you know, the King of Pentacles was the provider. You know, he was the one that was, you know, in the car, you know, maybe who planted the idea. But then, and then I got the Lovers. I just, you know, there was that attraction. Well, that could actually maybe that too. Maybe she was the Queen of Wands, he was the Pentacles, and the Lovers was that relationships, that attraction.
yeah.
But yet I still almost feel like there was another person involved to get her to come close to. Yeah, I'm gonna like pull some cards on that and see if I get, you know, if it was 2 people or if it was 1 people.
That's what I was getting, because I have a Knight of Swords and a Knight of Cups. So you're talking about, and then I got, at the very end, I got the King of Pentacles.
Okay, there's the King of Pentacles.
Yeah.
With the Ace of Wands. There was a crime of passion.
Yeah, and I get the 5 of Cups, where it's wine in the glasses and it's dumped over and there's regret or sorrow. And it's with the Ace of Swords. It's like once there's clarity, there's, I think, some regret, but they're hiding something with the Moon.
I got the Moon card.
Did you? Oh, wow. I also got the Queen of, the first cards I got was the Sun. Let me just switch this out. I forgot to do that. Is the Sun and the Queen of Swords. So that looks like planning to me, and like picking her. And I feel like that, again, feeling like they felt like they would have more control over her here with the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It's about control for this person, why they do this. And they caused her family to mourn and grieve. And that's a grieving card. So I do feel like her life was taken, and she's hidden with that Moon. But I think now I also get this Teacher card. Now I don't know if this person, and the Moon is with that Teacher. Wait a minute, is this somebody like? I also get the 6 of Cups and the King of Wands. So for somebody, there's a sense of nostalgia. I don't know if that's her brother, and maybe, you know, this must be difficult to think about, maybe. Or is this somebody that did something to her and revisits the incident in some way? I get her trying to put up a fight, and there could have been some kind of injury to the upper body, and with particular around the neck and head. That's the Nine of Wands. And I really feel like she did try to defend herself.
It's interesting when you got the teacher card, because I was shuffling my kipper, and out in the middle of my layout was occupation, mature man, and there were books behind him. Made me think it was a teacher.
Oh my God.
Occupation, teacher. And then I got house, which could possibly be a school, university, maybe.
Wow.
I thought that was the first card I got was toil and labor, and that might have been maybe trying to get her. I don't understand quite about the toil and labor, but
the
when
effort,
I saw the occupation, and then the mature man with the books and the like a teacher.
Oh my God!
Guy,
you went
an educated guy.
I think they thought that this would be a fun little thing.
Yes.
But how unfeeling. Let's see what has happened to these people. Or we'll just say those that are responsible. And of course, I would like to know if she will ever be found.
I'm going to go dark for a minute to use my pendulum. I'm going to ask if there was a male and a female, or...
Okay. Do you have anything?
I have the full.
Fix this camera. Okay.
It's like what happened to these people. So I have the full. And then I have the moon. And I think these guys were, I feel like these guys were childhood friends, because I've got the 6 of Cups.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't in a relationship, they were childhood friends. And I got the Queen of Cups, with the 4 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So
that's her. And I think her guard was down.
And like she said, she thought, Heather said she thought maybe a female was involved in it. Another female, the Queen of Cups. They just took advantage of somebody who had more of a, because she was quite young.
Yeah.
They took advantage of somebody who was a little more naive and I don't think she was thinking that through.
Yeah. I get that as well. Because the cards that I was seeing, it's like she's got her guard down, and she's just not thinking that someone would go and do that to her.
We never do, right? And then I pulled, and it just came out again, the Queen of Wands in a different deck.
Wow. Yeah, I'm getting Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. There's a woman, I don't know. Oops, let me just... This would be a woman that's successful, and quite possibly maybe one of somebody that was involved. I see independence, and maybe may have been brought up with a great deal of money, or family money is what I get. It's weird. Okay. And then I get the 5 of Wands, and I think that this is a game to them.
Yeah, if they were well, it was like they were playing with their food. It's like a toy. They just treated it as nothing.
And there's the 5 of Cups. To me, this is that with the wine glasses, and the guy's touching a mirror in sorrow. And to me, this would be her sorrow, I think. And the Empress. So I wonder if he married this woman. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting that they might be part of kind of like an art community or something like that.
Well, I asked my pendulum if there was a male and a female that kidnapped her, and I got a yes. I heard you ask if they had been friends, if they had known each other, so I went ahead and asked if she was familiar with these 2 individuals. I also got a yes. And I asked if the male had any connection to being a teacher of some sort. And I did get a slight yes. It was like a wobble circle kind of like yes. So
Maybe he was a professor in the way that that one dude, which I don't want to say his name because they go crazy when YouTube goes crazy when you mention that. But yeah, kind of reminds me of Jeffrey, but we'll go on.
Mm,
gotcha.
And Calla Lily is wanting to know, did the couple stay together? I get I also get the Chariot and the Sun. I feel like they did. Sorry. Yeah, sure. Come on, man. So I think they have, but let me just look with this other deck because I want to try to use this deck tonight. Did this couple stay together? I think they thought that they were doing something. I don't even want to go into that. But you guys understand.
Sometimes the men had a little bit more control over the female and said, well, you will do this kind of like thing for me. You know.
But some couples both enjoy it, and it's voluntarily chosen to, like, oh yeah, I can't believe this again, this world. I just kind of go, oh boy. So let's see, what happened with this couple? Let's see what happened.
Mothership?
Yes, really. Let's
So
see
what's the next question.
What ended up happening? Did this couple stay together? I think that they did, because the Empress card that I got showed a woman that is older in gray, and she was very artistic looking, like she kind of maybe kind of more the cutting edge kind of people, you know, or they thought they were. Let's see, what do we get about this couple with Christina Sue Allen? Did they stay together? Those that are involved. I'm getting pillar, which is support. So yes. And look, there's two. I think they definitely stayed together. And flag, there's devotion. Devoted to each other. And snake, which is energetic movement. You guys did say very quick. Also, snake to me is being suspicious, and they consider this as an accomplishment, like this is some kind of an art or something. Ew. The sun, vitality, it gives them a charge. And pomegranate, prosperity, but also the pomegranate is known about fertility. And you'll see it often depicted with the Empress. I think they became also maybe kind of well-to-do or had a niche in society. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, because I got the Nine of Pentacles. There she is in her garden.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Delights, her luxury, financial independence, comfort, leisure. I got the Knight of Wands, taking bold action, exciting, confident, passionate.
Oh my God.
But it also said adventure on it. So to them, this was an adventure. And then I got the Nine of Wands, which is waiting, watching out for the next predicament. So maybe they were waiting for another situation to come up.
This one, just as you said action, I pulled this card and it says, it's the horse and it says action.
There you go. So yeah, they may have done this again.
Oh, I think so. I think this was a little something that because I got the crown of success. And I think that they thought this was a feather in their cap of some kind.
I got the Hermit with the Temperance, like what happened to them. And then I got the Knight of Pentacles.
Yep. So well-to-do. And I also get the staff, which is direction, and lobster, inner growth. But the
Sorry,
lobster,
you said
the
lobster.
lobster is the lobster from the moon card.
There you go.
This is a secret. This is secretive work that they do or have
Mhm.
done.
Yeah. That's kind of
And
what I was getting with this.
I think they know the general area where she was at, and I think there's water. I think it was near water. It is
That's
Venice
interesting.
Beach. It is Venice Beach. I didn't think about that, but I got the lobster card, and it's just like the moon and water. It's you know, kind
Look
of
what just
all.
popped out.
Oh my
There you
goodness.
go. The moon
The
and water.
moon.
Oh, and the crab. There you go. Now, I had asked if they had done this before, and I got the Ace of Cups reversed, emotional dysfunction. I got Eight of Wands reversed, aimless, uncontrollable.
Ew.
But then also it says losing momentum. So I think at some point, and then I got the Four of Cups falling into a rut. So I think they did at some point, you know, did this again. But then it kind of just, it lost
It's shine for them.
Yeah,
That's what I get.
It wasn't a turn on anymore for them. And then the next card, the devil.
Ugh.
You know.
Thoroughly corrupt.
I got envious.
Oh, let me just. Okay.
Envious. They became envious of each other and hateful.
Probably suspicious too.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like,
oh yeah,
you know, doing this with somebody else, kind of like with the reverse of the Ace of Cups. It's emotional dysfunction. So they're just, you know.
And I get
there's no empathy in them or anything like that.
No, I get lantern, which is illumination, star, which is guidance, and I get the lion, which is temperament.
Yeah, and Heather got the hermit too with the lantern.
So searching, I wonder if she's going to be found.
I did ask my pendulum that, and I got a wobble, you know, in a sort of circle for me, yes, but
kind of weak.
Yeah.
Weak T. Let's see what I get.
Okay. I got to disappear for a second. My battery's about to drop.
Pop. All right, no problem. Let's see what I get. And we'll just end this with this case, once Heather comes back on. And we can look at Marie Heiser. Well, we'll look at Marie Heiser really quick. That one's kind of pretty simple in a way. And that way all the women will be accounted for. Okay, let me see here. Oh,
geez.
Christina Sue Allen, will she be found? If you have something, go ahead.
I was just asking it. I wasn't asking for those cards, but I got that excitement.
Yeah, like, it was done for
husband and wife.
Yeah. I'm getting a no.
Trash. They're trash.
And I got a sense they think that they're real intellectuals, you know, cutting edge people. And they're just garbage.
They couldn't look at themselves for who they really were.
You're a cupcake.
Well, it says you're looking for yourself, making undesirable choices for approval.
That's probably the wife.
Look what I just got, the hermit. So there's the lantern again. So she might be found. I know we were just asking if she was going to be found. Someone may come forward and light the way.
Or come across her remains.
Yep, and it might be the woman because I got that Queen of Wands again. That was part of the couple. So I had gotten the Queen of Wands for her, and I had gotten the King of Pentacles for him. So it may do something to do with the female. And then Seven of Cups, which is kind of weird. I don't know why that would come up.
I think they're getting older, and I think that what I was wondering is how good their health is.
Maybe dementia.
Dementia is the first thing that I thought. Yeah.
With the delusions and being confused and.
Oh, thank you, Aiden. Aiden says, I love everyone's hair today.
Oh, hi, Aiden. I didn't know you're in the.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think I'm going to have it colored and cut this weekend. I'll see.
I got new developments, and I did ask my pendulum, and it said she would be found.
I'm gonna try it again.
I just pulled the next card just to see what would come after the Seven of Cups, and I got the King of Pentacles, the same one I got for the guy. So between the both of them, they're going to be, I think getting older. One's going to maybe turn on the other, because it says here also a variety of options. So maybe one of them might, be wanting to turn on the other, or wanting to report on the other. Maybe some regret. Who knows? But that's interesting how I got those two again in the same pull.
Yeah, now I'm getting it kind of wobbled, but now it is going more into a yes, but it's still a little wobble. It's kind of a little swing.
Yep, that's what mine was just kind of going,
Yeah, so that's weird. So let's see.
Yeah, I love my pendulum, but I sometimes get, even with the prayer before and making sure that it's responding to certain questions, I still found that I am getting off answers, and I'm not quite sure what's causing that.
Yeah, to me, it's just, I think, adjusting to the pendulum, using that kind of thing. I think it's just with time, eventually probably not have that as much. The last case, since we are at just a little bit 2 hours and 12 minutes, is on Marie HEISER. Now, she was an older woman. Let me just get her case up from, and her face always calls out to me. It's really weird. Her name is Marie Petrie HEISER. So let's see here. How can I get this? Okay. Her body was found 44 years ago. And her husband was a former cop that had a injury or something, and he had to become a truck driver. But let me just share with you her picture so you can see what she looked like. Okay. And this will round out.
Yeah, a cold case popped up on my newsfeed one day of a cop who 2 previous wives were murdered, and now the third one or girlfriend is missing.
Oh, I think I know which one that one is. Yeah. Here's Marie. Here's a picture of her, and her body was found in 1977. This is let's see, Newcastle County Police. And the body of a woman, which was found in a wooded area in Delaware in 1977, has finally been identified as Marie Petrie HEISER. She was a housewife that worked part-time at a country club. And apparently, police learned that things were not the best with her marriage. She was the wife, like I said, of a cop who never reported her missing, told their 2 children at the time of her disappearance that she had just abandoned them. And
husband did it.
He was a former highway patrol cop, and the husband sold their family home in Philadelphia shortly after. and moved to Florida with their 2 children. And he died in 2006 from cancer. Oops. And my stupid thing here. So she was a Philadelphia woman. Like I said, was found in a wooded area off of a road in June 1977. She was 50 years old at the time and was married to a Philadelphia Police Department's highway patrol member, but he was a truck driver at this point, William HEISER Sr. She was a homemaker who spent her time raising her 2 children while her husband went to work as a truck driver. During the 50s and 60s, her body was found by a teenager who was riding home on his bicycle. And at the time, the medical examiner ruled that the then unidentified woman had most likely been dead for quote unquote weeks. Let's see. The children had been told by their father that their mother had packed her bags and left the residence in Philadelphia, leaving behind no information about where she was going to go or anything like that. And one son still believes it, and he firmly believes that his father had nothing to do with it. I don't know what the other one believes, but there's one of them that just can't accept that. They decided HEISER had never reported missing. Let's see, they deduced, I'm sorry, HEISER had never been reported missing by anyone. And her husband had gone on to sell their house and move states away. So we were told things weren't good in the house. Bill HEISER Jr. stated, we never in a million years thought it was foul play or something like that would happen to her. So,
well, a police detective would know how to cover up a crime. And of course, you have the, I'm not saying all, but there is that, that, I don't know what they call it, the blue oath or the blue code or something like that. Where a lot of other officers will, create interference.
So let's look at why he would have done that. Because I do believe, without a question to me, and again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but I do believe that it was him. And I want to know why she was so unhappy, because she was really unhappy. Now, the reading that I got preliminary wise it did show that he was extremely controlling. So this is Marie Petrie HEISER. Why was she done away with?
You said, where did they say they found her? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my one card and.
They found her in a wooded area off of a road.
Oh,
that was kind of
wooded. Okay.
Well, I get the 10 of Cups. Yeah, and Temperance. I just don't think.
This is weird.
That she wanted to live this facade anymore with the 10 of Cups and Temperance. There was an extreme that needed to be balanced, a drinking or something, I wonder, with someone. And there's fighting. The kids, and one of the boys that their son, they were off at boarding school. And I'm thinking she worked part-time at a country club. And he had been in the police, the highway patrol, and eventually got injured and had to work as a truck driver. What was the dynamics like at this? And I get the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So it's like hidden to me. This is hidden discord and hiding, I think, a tendency to overdo with alcohol potentially.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I got the 7 of Swords.
And I got 3 and 3. 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Did he have help? Or someone advise him?
I did get the Child card. And then I got the birds. which is to me him telling the children that she left, because the bear also represents the mama bear, maternal.
Yeah.
I got the ring, the marriage, and I got the house. So things were not going well at the house.
Nope.
And then it's where I kind of got like the public card, and there's like a little tower back. That's why I was wondering if she would. I mean, this could maybe be Woods, possibly, or this could be maybe even the country club. I'm not quite sure. But then I got the snake, I got the tree, and in this case for me, it feels like family tree, like something, and it was on fire. A lot of abuse, bad temper,
Yeah.
It was kept hidden too. That there's the moon.
I got too the sense that he kept a very different, he treated his sons better than he did his wife.
Yeah, and there's the mice. He
stole something that was not
yeah,
his to take.
Yeah.
And I get the
eating away, stealing. Yeah.
I get the King of Cups and the Four of Cups. So you talk about somebody that's really emotionally disinvested and disconnected. And one of the sons even called him a saint, that how he raised it. So, I think somebody really got, yeah. I was like, that was hard to read.
My house card is actually the King of Hearts, which would be the King of Cups. So that's how people saw him, being innocent.
And I've got the Five of Pentacles, and it's dreary. I think it was misery to live with him. Oh, and the Tower. That to me is him also getting sick.
Well, I'm sure she was waiting for him when he went.
I got some words for you, buddy. Yeah, the Strength card and the Five of Swords. Yeah, I think she actually did. She endured. I get that this woman endured a great deal of abuse. And that he was a bully to her with the Five of Swords. She was a very unhappy woman. That's sad.
I'm getting the same thing. I got the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands. It was a burden, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Wands with terror.
Oh, that one. Linda Sandoval said that he's extremely abusive physically, mentally, and intimately.
And I shuffled again that same deck, and the first card out again, hi bear, was the child card. The child card came up again. So I'm feeling that maybe one of the, he says the children were away, but one of the kids, I don't know. And then I got that public card again. And the birds. So why those three cards came up again, and then I got anchored. She was stuck at home. She was anchored, and she suffered. So
I had a feeling that her job at the country club was a way for her to earn her own money and to have some bit of freedom from him.
Yeah.
And I just think he was
find some companionship, maybe too.
Yeah, somebody that was. I just think that he was a perfectionist and a cold
narcissist.
man.
Yeah, narcissist. Yeah. Very a lot of gaslighting. Mental games. Probably raised his kids to believe that women are, substandard,
and that he's the victim. And she was found nude, apparently. So I think he was trying to slow down her, whoever did this, was trying to slow down her being identified, because back then, from what I read, they relied mostly on fingerprints and blood types and dental records. So, and that takes
stuff on her clothes too.
Yeah. been very telling, or somebody might recognize the clothing. But I definitely, so let's see, I'm just going to ask it her husband. I mean, it seems pointless, but for her sake, I think it's a truth that needs to be shared. I feel bad for her. You can hear that's Bear's second burst of energy.
He's got a little jingle toy too, and for a minute I was like, nope, that's not mine.
Nope, this is Bear. I call her Bearina.
Bearina.
Okay, let's see. I just want to understand. I'm going to ask Marie what she might like to share.
Ooh. Oh my
Yeah.
God, yes, the husband. Oh, the cards.
Not good.
And there are people who know. I got the loyalty. I got the dog, the loyalty in the books. There's people from his, in the mountains, obstacles. They're, obstruction of justice. But I got the fox, that cunning, sly.
Yep.
And I got the whip. So yeah,
abuse.
Yeah. So he definitely. Yeah.
Yes, she's talking about him being a manipulator with the Magician and the Four of Wands in their home and their household. He ran this show. And the Knight of Swords, very snap, bad. And the King of Pentacles, he had to have control over the finances, over the earthly things, everything.
Control. Yeah.
Complete control. And here's the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. I think he met her when she was really young and naive. And their children as well. I think she was really close to those boys when they were little. And I believe
he did a really good job on.
Yeah, he really did.
Vilifying her.
Yeah, because then there's she's showing me the Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups. It's not true. He gave the kids a story, a version of what she decided to leave, go on, and she didn't pack her stuff. Well, he may have packed her stuff. I get the Moon. He's hidden things, covered it up, and the Four of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about complete control. I have to have control.
I wonder if she tried to leave him.
Yeah.
With what I'm doing. Because I have the Knight of Cups, he presented as a knight in shining armor, and then she found out the real truth. Because I have the Two of Cups right after that. Then I have the Death card with the Magician.
I do think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Eight of Cups, and then the High Priestess.
I got the High Priestess just now, and the Three of Pentacles. That's what I was going to say. So I feel like there are maybe even a couple other people that know. Maybe one of them, it could be family members or whatever. But I think there are people that know this secret, maybe up to 3. And
I did get the mice card, and I had 3 mice on it.
You did.
There were 3 mice on that card.
And I get the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. I feel like I wonder if she's a Queen of Wands too. It wouldn't surprise me. I couldn't find on her birthday, but I'll look just out of curiosity. I feel like this is her being taken in a vehicle. And they did say it was, down a road off of a road. So it's like kind of, he took her out of, it sounds like out of the way. Yeah. Ace of Swords and the 9 of Swords. This guy made her anxious, and I think she was worried that he would do this.
I think she was getting ready to leave because I did get protection and cave. I think she was looking to leave, to go into, to get away from him or go into, I don't know if they really had any haven houses for women back then, but she knew she needed protection and she was going to seek it. Because then I got the water because she was trying to create a new life for herself. And you know, the cleansing, the storms, but he caught up to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the 4 of Wands with the 6 of Swords right after that.
Okay.
And then the last card was transformation and pressure. So he killed her
Yeah.
for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
But there's the transformation. She crossed right over, you know, trying to leave.
Yeah. I'm just going to ask her one more thing. What would she like to share with the rest of us? I do feel that she is at peace and feels safe to be away from him. Let me just see. And then we'll just end the live. On that. Yes, it is a lot of work. But interesting. I get the 9 of Cups. I'm talking about pleasure. Oopsies. 9 of Cups. And the 4 of Swords. He had it all his way. And yes, I do believe that she is buried somewhere. He buried her somewhere, I believe. With
Well,
that
she was
4.
found, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. In the woods.
Yeah. Maybe the seeker is going to be taken to his grave, or it has been taken to his grave. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And he did it, you know, because of his own pleasure, his own satiation, to feel safe, to feel secure. Or I think, you know, the ego of like, well, she's not going to leave me now, you know, I think he felt like he had a right to do it because I'm getting the Magician and the 4 of Wands after it.
I think she was getting ready with that card for protection. And Cave, I think she was looking to get out to protect herself. She knew her life was in danger.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll close out this Thursday True Crime Tarot. And I want to thank Heather Campbell and Heather Johnson for, as always, being great and being here. And I want to thank all of you. And make sure on your way out the door that you put the thumbs up if you'd be so kind, and to please share, because YouTube's cutting my numbers again. Oh, it's so much fun to do work for no reason. But anyway, it's no reason.
Fine, right forward. Just, you know.
That's exactly it. I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to continue on.
Do the good old Italian.
Yeah, they can just sit and spin. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah. Boy, I haven't heard that expression in a long time.
And I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I'll talk to you guys a little later because I got to eat, ladies. I'm starving. Yes. It's 9 here.
I'm going to drink something. So good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.